is frequency in use. Is frequency in use. KJ5MA. This is KJ5MA, Mac and Annetta. We're going to do the, I'll be your net control tonight for the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. This net normally meets on Friday evening at 8 p.m. on 146.580 megahertz. This net has the intent of promoting and encouraging the use of station-to-station 2-meter Simplex operation. And our intent here is to get people involved in seeing what propagation is like direct between two stations. So let's see here. Got some. Okay. Anyway, this is KJ5MA. We're going to start with some check-ins, and we're going to start with those that are short timers. Anyone that's on a short time frame that would like to check in early, please come with your call. K5DC Hotel. All right, I heard N5TCH, K5DC, and then who was the station with the call ending in hotel? Kilo Golf 5 Hotel Tango Hotel. All right, I got KG5HTH. Anyone else that's short time tonight that would like to go ahead and check in? All right, nothing heard. Any relays? All right. N5TCH, good evening. How are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing fine. I'm sitting out on my porch using my handheld, and I'm cross-banding through my Kenwood 2000 in the house. And I'm over here in Lake Whitney. My name is Tim, and I just wanted to say hello. N5TCH.
All right, Tim from Lake Whitney. All right, well, good. A decent signal up here tonight. You got which? Well, what is your base station? A radio and antenna there, Tim.
Yeah, I'm cross-banding with a handheld sitting on my porch in the house. I'm running a Kenwood TS2000 at about 5 watts, and I'm running that into a Mirage amplifier that's probably putting out about 100 watts right now. My antenna is about 45 feet to the feed point, and it is a 3-section trim 1481 omnidirectional buggy whip type antenna. N5TCH.
All right, Tim. Well, when you got to that you were running a TS2000, I pretty well lost the rest of it there. Propagation went out on us, but anyway, thank you, sir. Appreciate you checking in. Hope you have a good evening there. Sounding good with the talkie cross-banded through the TS2000. Anyway, thank you for checking in. Break with N5TCH. Let's see, K5DC. Dwayne, good evening.
Well, good evening, Mac, and everybody on the net. Sorry to jump in and run. Nothing real drastic going on here. I was able to hear the Lake Whitney station just now. That kind of surprised me. So, looks like it may be a fun night. Y'all have fun, and I'll catch you next week. Back to net, K5DC.
Okay, Dwayne. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate you checking in, and hope you have a good evening. That is good that you were able to hear Tim down Lake Whitney. All right, let's see. K5DC, KJ5MA. Let's see. Phil, KG5HTH. What's going on in Morgan Mill tonight?
Hey there, appreciate you running that control. I was able to hear the Lake Whitney guy really well coming in. He's running about 10, 6, 7 coming in, so that's really good. Not much going on in Morgan Mill today. We had some people out burning trash, almost set the whole county on fire. We were something about 39 guys. Somebody lost any major property. Other than that, don't have much for the day. Appreciate you running it, Mac. You do a really good job at it. Thanks. This is good to take you out of the back in the truck.
Okay, Phil. Well, I'm glad you were able to copy Tim down at Lake Whitney there. I'm glad you got the fire out. Yeah, there's just some days that it's best not to be burning trash and debris outside. Whatever. All right, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Good signal tonight, about S9 up here. This is KJ5MA, and just so everybody knows, I'm using the Icom 746 Pro tonight, running about 100 watts to a Diamond X510 antenna up about 20-25 feet at the base. And so I hope everybody's able to copy me. Mike said he'd probably be along here to the net. KF5ESP will probably join us later, but he wasn't sure he'd be home in time. But that's why I'm kicking it off tonight. Any others that are short timers that would like to go ahead and check in, please come with your call. Any relays? All right. At this time, I'm going to start doing check-ins by county, and I'm going to group the counties a little bit. But let me start with stations in Parker County that would like to check in tonight. Please come with your call.
November 5, Tango X-Ray Lima.
All right, I heard N5TXL and K5KMS. Any others in Parker County that would like to check in? All right, let me move on to Tarrant, Denton, or Dallas County. Tarrant, Denton, or Dallas County. If you would like to check in, please come with your call.
Kilowatt Baker 5, Whiskey Baker.
Kilo Echo 5, November Golf Mike.
Kilo India 5, Hotel X-Ray Kilo.
All right, I got KB5WB, KE5NGM, KI5HXK. Any others in Tarrant, Denton, or Dallas counties? All right, any relay? All right, let's see. How about Ellis County, Johnson County, or Hill County? Anyone in those three counties would like to check in? Please come with your call.
Kilo 5, Delta, November, Juliet.
All right, I got K5DNJ. Any others in Ellis, Johnson, or Hill counties? moving on. Anybody out in Bosque County tonight? Please come with your call. All right, I heard Golf Mike Echo out there just barely. Any others in Bosque? All right, how about Somervell County? Anybody out in Somervell?
Whiskey 5, Mike Lima Delta.
All right, I heard W5MLD. Any others in Somervell County? Any relays? Okay, how about Hood County? Anybody out in Hood County tonight? All right, nothing heard. Anybody in Erath County tonight? All right, this is KJ5MA in the North Central Texas Simplex net. Looking for check-ins from Comanche or Brown County. Can we hear Comanche or Brown County tonight? Please come with your call. All right, how about Palo Pinto, Stevens, or Eastland County? Palo Pinto, Stevens, or Eastland counties. Anybody out there tonight that would like to check in, please come with your call.
Kilo India 5, Lima Sierra Tango.
All right, I got KI5LST. Any others in Palo Pinto, Stevens, or Eastland counties? All right, how about Young, Jack, or Wise County? Anyone out in Young, Jack, or Wise County tonight that would like to check in? Please come with your call.
Kilo India 5, Lima Echo Tango.
All right, I got KI5LET. Any others out in Young, Jack, or Wise County that would like to check in? Please come with your call. All right, I'm taking check-ins from anyone, anywhere that has not yet checked in. Please come with your call.
5 November X-ray Romeo, Tiffany, and Alito.
Whiskey 5, Bravo, November Kilo.
All right, I got KI5NXR, W5BNK. I think there's probably some others. Please come again.
KB5RM.
I got Kilo Bravo 5 Romeo Mike. Any others?
KF5VSP.
And I got our fearless leader, KF5VSP. Any other check-ins for the North Central Texas Simplex net? Anyone, anywhere? All right, cool. KF5VSP, KJ5MA. Why don't I run down through the check-ins here for comment, and then if you would like to take over at that point, that'd be great. Or I can continue on. What do you think?
Well, why don't you? I just got in the saddle, so why don't you go ahead and run the list and let everybody have their comments, and then I'll pick it up for the ham radio section and the announcements. That'd be fine.
All right, cool. Why don't you make a call right now for anybody that might be hearing you and not hearing me, any check-ins there, if you will, please.
Okay, certainly. This is Kilo Fox 5, Victor Sierra Papa, assisting KJ5MA, who's net control for tonight's North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Calling for any station, anywhere, anyone, anywhere that has not checked in, please call in now. Okay, I got Kilo Alpha 5, Alpha Mike Uniform. I got Robert. Any other stations that aren't hearing net control? This is KF5 VSB. Anyone, anywhere that would like to check in? Anybody in Eastland County, Brown County, Comanche County that can hear this station, if you'd like to check in, please call now. KJ5MA, not hearing anybody else. I did get KA5 Alpha Mike Uniform in Palapena County. He just can't hear you, but he is on frequency.
All right, sounds good, Mike. Thank you. All right, appreciate that. Let me let me run down the list here. Let's see. Check. Okay. N5TXL, Jason. Good evening. Tell us what's going on, KJ5MA.
Alrighty, good evening everybody. N5TXL, Jason here from Minetta South, just down the road. Let's see here, so I spent most of this week down in the dumps because I thought that I was pretty sure my radio, my HF radio was on the fritz and broke. Turns out it was in split mode as a result of FL rig doing something silly. And obviously the antenna tuner doesn't like split mode. Once we got that figured out, threw the 20-meter dipole back in the air, works great, having fun, although this weekend I'm probably going to swap back to my random wire. I seem to have more fun with that. Other than that, equipment is still the same. I have a 50-watt VGC mobile radio as my base station, talking into a GP3 that's about 20 feet off the ground. That's all from me, and 5TXL back to net.
Okay, Jason. I'm having trouble with my foot switch here. Okay, all right. Yeah, now I'm going again. All right, cool. Well, that was Jason, N5TXL in Annetta South. Just one of my neighbors over here. All right, thank you, Jason. Let me move right along here. K5KMS, Ken. Good evening. Tell us what's going on. Okay, Ken. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Of course, you got a good signal over here. Of course, we're, what, maybe 3 miles apart? Pretty close. Thank you, sir. KB5WB, David, good evening. What's going on?
Hey! I was about half asleep there. KB5WB. Man, I'm just happy. I don't know what to do with myself. A beautiful moon out there tonight. It's only a little tiny fella, but it's growing fast. And I am at the Fort Worth house tonight, which is over by Bell Helicopter, and got myself on the FT 991A and the RM Italy. What's it running? 225 watts on the 700 up 20 feet to the bottom of it. So I'm hearing everybody. Nobody checked in yet that I didn't hear, so conditions seem to be fairly favorable tonight for pretty good conditions. And I guess that's about all. I just encourage everybody to check into the North Central Texas Connection every Thursday night while I got the key down here at 8:30, and the sideband vertical net the first Tuesday of every month at 8 on 144.190. But other than that, everything's going fine, man. It's good to hear you on KJ5M8, KB5WB.
Okay, David. Well, that was excellent. You're good, strong S9 signal over here on this old 746 Pro. I think the S meter is a little on the stingy side here, but anyway, sounding good. That was KB5WB over in northeast Fort Worth, Neil Bell Helicopter, running his 225 watt amp to his Diamond X700. So anyway, hope he said he's copying most everybody tonight. So that's good. That's good. All right, let's see here. Let's go to Trey, KE5NGM, KJ5MA. What's going on tonight, Trey?
Evening, sir, and everybody else on the net. Everything, the conditions seem to be pretty good. I heard most stations this evening. The Lake Whitney station had him about a S2. TXL had you about an S7. KMS, you broke the squelch, but I couldn't really make anything out. 5WB had you 50 over. DNT had you about a S8. GME broke the squelch. MLD was about a S4. LST was about a S4. LET was about a S8. BNK3. Tiffany, I think you were about a S9, so really good over here. And then VSP was a S5, and then AMU, I believe, was about to break the squelch, but that was about it. Other than that, conditions or station hadn't really changed over here. Still have the 991 into the old Mirage amplifier, which was giving me a little trouble last week, but oddly enough, it just needed a good tap on the top, and it was back to normal. So I guess I need to check the solder joints and all that kind of stuff out. But other than that, all is well over here. KE5NGM back to net control.
Okay, Trey. Well, very good. Very good. Good S9 signal here. That was KE5 November Golf Mike in Fort Worth, and he's hearing everybody, so it's sounding good there. That was a good list, Trey. Let's see. KI5HXK. Keith, good evening. What's going on?
KI5HXK. My name is Keith. Nothing new on the VHF UH side. I'm still running the 9700 and a GP9 antenna, about 21, 22 feet up. I did get a new vertical HF, which it's not exactly a powerhouse, but it'll get everywhere in the state, so that was kind of cool. Nothing really else new to report. NGM, you were practically pegging my S meter at 60 over, so nothing really else to report. KI5HXK, back to net control.
Okay, Keith. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you checking in tonight. Sounding good over here in the NETA. All right, let's see. That was Keith, KI5HXK in Fort Worth. All right, let's see. I got K5DNJ, KJ5MA. Good evening, David. Tell us what's going on.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Thanks for running the net. This is K5DNJ. David, I'm located in Joshua, about 3 miles north of Interstate 67 and about a mile west of Chisholm Trail. I'm talking on a Yaesu 991 with a Comet GP9 at about 46 feet. Boy, everybody sounds great here. I had to look up here when I was scrolling through. What I'm doing is I'm programming an FTM 400, and I want to put the same programs or the same frequencies in it that I have in the 991. So I was just, going one channel at a time or one frequency at a time, and I heard my good friend Tim, N5TCH, talking, and so I kind of lingered a little bit, and that's how I ended up here. But I appreciate you running the bat. I have nothing else for
for you, so back to net control, K5DNJ.
Okay, David. Well, very good. That was K5DNJ, David and Joshua, running the 991 and the GP9 at 46 feet. All right, sounding good, David. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Let's see, the next station was call ended in Golf Mike Echo. Let's see if I can copy you. Please come again.
Sir, KJ5MA, this is Kilo Alpha 6, Golf Mike Echo, David in Bosque County. I'm running 20 watts into a 10 element beam at 25 feet. I want to thank you for running the net. Back to you, sir. K6GME.
All right, was that Kilo Alpha 6 Golf Mike Echo? Is that your call?
Yes, sir. Kilo Alpha 6. Good morning, everyone. Kilo Alpha 6, Golf Mike Echo. Thank you.
Okay, David. Well, very good. You're down in the mud there, but I copied at least 80% of that. So thank you much for checking in with us. Let's see. This is KJ5MA, the North Central Texas Simplex net. Let's see. W5MLD, Mike. Good evening. How are you hearing me down there tonight?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. On the net. Actually, Matt, you're stronger than I've heard you in a while. Every once in a while, you're up to an S5. Good signal down here tonight. Had N5 CCH at an S8. KG5HCH was an S8. KJ5MA, you're S5. TXL was an S3. WB, David, was S8. NGM was an S5. HXK was an S1, and GME was an S3, and David D&J was full scale, absolutely full scale over here. And Mike VST was an S8 tonight, so a little stronger than normal. Anyway, running the Yaesu ST2900 with the Mirage amps at about 160 watts, and the Diamond X510 at 42 feet there, and everybody's sounding pretty good tonight. W5MLD, back to net control.
Okay, Mike. All right. Well, you started off good, and you took a dip into the mud and came back up again. So propagation is I guess somewhat normal between us. But anyway, thanks. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Let's see. Break with W5MLD in Glenrose. Let's see. KI5 LST. Good evening. I was trying to think of the name. Joe, come in, Joe, and tell us what's going on.
I'm just here finally trying to get onto the net after I put up my Diamond X700. I got a ST991 I'm talking on at 50 watts. But this thing is showing a little over SWR is a little over 2, which is really strange for a 700. But I got HXK at S4, NGM at S4, DNJ at plus 35. GME didn't break the squelch for me. MLD was S5, and you, KJ5MA, are plus 25. That's all that's going on here.
All right, Joe. Yeah, you're S9 over here in Aneta, so good signal from you tonight. And that was KI5LST. And Joe, you're out in Gordon, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm in the 7R Ranch area, up on top of a hill. My 700 is on top of a 20-foot mast.
Okay, well, it's sounding good there from Gordon. All right, Joe, thank you. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Let's see. Top, KI5LET, come in and tell us what's going on.
Hey, Mac, thanks for running the net. Doing a great job. This KI5LET, 7 miles south of Decatur. No changes to the station. ICOM 9700 at 100 watts, and Diamond dual band mag mount antenna up on the roof at about 34 feet. Let's see, I'm hearing all the typical Parker County stations and Tarrant County stations. Let's see, I got Jason in Aledo, and I got, let's see, David Stevens in Eastland, good station there. In fact, Joe in Palo Pinto County there was up on the hill with his mobile. It was the strongest station I've received so far. Mac, got a great copy on you. Great copy on Dwayne, K5DC, and hearing most stations tonight. Let's see, Walt came in, Tiffany came in, and of course Mike. So pretty good reception tonight. I'm enjoying it. KI5LET, back to net.
Okay, Tom. Well, very good. KB5WB is in Fort Worth tonight, so he's not in Eastland tonight. But good. You got your usual good signal in here. No problems copying you. And that was KI5LET, top up south of Decatur, and looks like he was hearing most everyone tonight. All right, let's see. This is KJ5MA, the North Central Texas Simplex net. Let's see. Tiffany, KI5NXR. Good evening.
Good evening, Mac and everyone on the net. Well, it's been a tough day today. Went to a luncheon in Roanoke for a family birthday. On the way back, I ran into traffic backed up for miles over there by Cabela's. Took me over an hour to get home, so yeah, rough. I'm hearing all the guys in Parker County really well and Tarrant County really well. Joshua, David and Joshua, hear him great. We get down to Glen Rose, Gordon, and Decatur, a little less. I'm kind of weak and static, but I can still make out what they're saying. And that's all I have, sir. Back to net.
All right, Tiffany. Well, of course, we're so close together. You're big signal over here in Annetta. But what are you running for radio and antenna now?
Ooh, I can barely. Well, a few weeks back, I got the Yaesu FT991A joining Trey and I believe David and Joshua as well in that little club. And I still have the Ed Song. I think it's up about, I don't know, 25, 30 feet. And I'm real pleased with this radio so far, being my first big rig above the HT I used to have. So I'm pleased. Back to net.
Here earlier, forgot all about it. AA5KT.
All right, Tiffany, very good. Well, it's sounding real good. You got it set up good, sounding good. That was KI5NXR Tiffany in the Aledo area. Let's see. Let's move on to W5BNK. Walt, good evening.
Hey, good evening, everyone. And Mac, thanks for taking the reins to the net tonight. I'm in northern Parker County, about 3.5 miles southeast of Springtown. Glad to hear people to the southwest and west for a change. The Gordon station was just booming in. Pardon me. I'm still on my 3200 Yaesu on a Tram 1481. Back to net control, W5BNK.
Okay, Walt. Well, very good. Usual good signal over here, Walt. That was W5BNK Walt in Springtown area, and said he's hearing folks to the southwest tonight. So that's encouraging. Let's see, KB5RM. Good evening. If you will, give me your name, location, and your comments. Over.
KJ5MA, this is KB5 Radio Mike, and the name is Les. Good evening to you, Mac, and to the net. I check in occasionally when I can, but I have put up a new antenna. It's a homebrew, about 10 feet tall, and it's about 40 feet high. I'm operating a Yaesu radio. Puts out about 80 watts. I'm hearing most of the stations, surprisingly. About 60 to 75%, whereas before with the old antenna I was doing about 50%. So it is an improvement. And Mac, I can hear you very good, whereas you were marginal in times past. The conditions are just about normal tonight. Not very good, high. But at least I'm hearing better. And it's nice to hear everyone in the net. Back to you, Mac. KJ5MA, KB5RN.
Okay, Les. Well, very good. All right. Copied all of that. You're running about S6 here, so a good copy, no problems. Glad the new antenna's working well for you. All right, that was Kilo Bravo 5 Romeo Mike in Arlington. Les there, and he said he's hearing a lot more folks tonight, so that's good encouragement. All right, this is KJ5MA. At this point, we're down to KF5VSP on the list, and Mike, are you ready to comment and take it, or what's your pleasure there, please?
Thank you, Mac. KJ5MA, KF5VSP. Yeah, I'll if I'm last on the rundown, I'll curtsy and be gracious and thank you very much for picking up the ball. This is KF5VSP, Mike. I'm in Parker County, southwest side of Weatherford, Texas. My setup here is an ICOM 271 hotel. I'm running about 80 watts. It's a 2-meter all-mode 100 water, but we always let the elderly take their time, so I'm going to let this old machine run at about 80 watts. Comet GP9 is the radiator. It is at 35 feet to the feed point, and everybody's sounding good. I didn't come in at the very beginning, but so far I've heard just about everybody, Tarrant County, Parker County. I heard Robert out there, KG5 AMU, or KA5 AMU. I'll pick up Robert here in just a second. But anyway, back to you, Mac.
Okay, Mike. Well, very good. All right. Well, you're sounding good here, as always. I never have any problems copying you. All right. Well, I appreciate everyone's patience with me as net control tonight. And at this point, I'm going to turn it back over to Mike and let him carry on, get Robert's comments, and go from there. Thank you, Mike. KF5VSP, KJ5MA, back to you.
Thank you. That 746 Pro, the audio's really, really good. All right, Robert, KA5AMU, if you're still out there, come on in and say hi to us. Very good. So are you horizontal now? Okay. Any thoughts about flipping it vertical, or are you running sideband with it?
Well, this is AA5KT again. I'm so sorry what happened. My squelch was set so high, I was like, well, everybody's gone. And, no, y'all are in the middle of the whole net. But anyway, I appreciate you guys not dogging me too bad. But anyway, name here's Mike, North Richland Hills, Texas. And, anyway, glad to interrupt you guys, I guess.
Well, they move the net control around a little bit, but due east is about right. David's usually in Fort Worth, so that's where he starts from, and then he'll pass the net controls around east and west to catch everybody, but toward Fort Worth would work. Roger, roger. Okay, well good. I'm glad to see you're blowing the dust off the old equipment. That's really good. And thanks for representing Parker County tonight, Robert. And hopefully you'll check in as often as you can. Got anything else?
Can I interrupt you a minute, Mike?
Okay, Robert's in Lone Camp. Go ahead, KJ5MA.
Yeah, I was hearing Alpha 5 Kilo Charlie, AA5KC, KJ5MA. Can you copy me? AA5 Kilo Charlie, KJ5MA.
Yeah, this is KB5RM. That's Mike in North Richland Hills, and his call is AA5KT. Over.
Oh, okay. All right. AA5KT. Was he trying to check in here, or was he just working a conversation elsewhere?
I think he had his squelch set too tight, but yes, he's trying to work this net.
All right. Let's see if I can get him. Alpha 5 Kilo Tango. Are you still out there, KJ5MA?
Oh, yes. I just turned down the volume. No, I just wanted to apologize to you guys, because, yeah, my squelch was set very tight. But anyway, just want to apologize to you guys. Name's Mike, North Richland Hills. I'm on the 145.33 most of the time. The repeater, sort of one of the renegades over there that won't leave. But anyway, thank you for coming back. I don't have a lot of sense in my head most of the time, but anyway, thank you guys.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, no problem. No problem there. Join us any Friday evening at 8 o'clock here on this frequency, and you're welcome to join in. So thank you for letting me visit with you there just a minute, Mike. KF5VSP, that was Alpha 5 Kilo Tango. His name is Mike, and he's in North Richland Hills. So let's check him in. Back to you, KJ5MA.
Okay, Mac, thanks for the relay. Yeah, I've been hearing a few folks underneath. I think the band is moving around a bit, but very good, Mike. If you can hear net control, tell all your friends if you're so inclined. We'd love to have you every Friday night, 146-580. All right, this is KF5 Victor Sierra Papa. This is the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. Mac and I are tag teaming. He had the first half. I'm taking the second half. Before I move on to the question of the evening, are there any other late check-ins? Anyone, anywhere, any late check-ins?
Okay, C5 SLQ.
Kilo Golf 5 Sierra Quebec Juliet, Bob and Annetta.
Okay, I have KC5SLQ, KG5SQJ. Any other late check-ins to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net? All right, KC5SLQ. Daryl, go ahead.
All right, finally made it back on a Friday night. I'm kicking it old school tonight, not as much power. I'm on maybe the oldest radio. I'm on a Kenwood, what is this, a Kenwood 7400, so only maybe 25 watts. Just a few basic knobs on this radio, not even a PL tone. KC5SLQ.
Okay, well, I don't know how old that one is. I'm on an ICOM 271 Hotel, so I think I'm probably vintage late 80s here, but good audio and good signal. Propagation's good. I've got you S5 over here on the west side of Parker County. Daryl, you're just barely in Tarrant County, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm halfway between. I'm over here down the street from Fort Worth Nature Center. I'm halfway between Lake Worth and Azle.
Okay, that's what I thought, between Lake Worth and Azle. Okay, appreciate you popping in, Daryl. Good to have you along. And 7-3, I'll break with KC5SLQ. We're going to go to KG5SQJ. That is Bob. He is in the Annetta area, and it's your turn.
Thank you, Mike. This is KG5SQJ. Thank you for picking up the second half of net control, and thank you, Mac, for doing the first half. Appreciate it. I tried to check in earlier, and I was in the 3 seconds before I checked in. I jumped over to my radio and got the other side of the radio on the Palapena repeater out there, so I could hear the folks on the repeater that I can't hear on my own antenna, and forgot to switch back. When I keyed up to key in, to check in, only the folks listening to the repeater probably heard me, but Mac did not, even though he's a stone's throw away here across the road. So anyway, it took me 5 minutes to figure out what the heck was wrong with my radio. And again, the operator error. Well, that's the way it goes. Anyhow, nothing major for me tonight. I'm still on my TS2000 100 watts on a Diamond X510 with the base of it up about 15 feet to keep it hidden from the HOA Nazis. And let's see, nobody's mentioned this tonight, not even Daryl, but tomorrow at 10 a.m. from 10 o'clock till about 1, we're going to be conducting the Amateur Radio Club of Parker County is going to be conducting our tech class at the Parker County Emergency Management Building. That's at 215 Trinity Avenue near downtown Weatherford from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock tomorrow. So any of you guys out there that have friends or neighbors or family that are interested in learning about ham radio, this is not going to teach people how to pass the test, but this is a general overview of ham radio and some of the parts of it that is very, very useful to folks who think they might be interested in a ham radio or those who are interested in getting into ham radio. So thought I'd pass that on. Other than that, making a fool of myself on trying to check in the first time and announcing that announcement there. I think that's all I've got, Mike. KG5SQJ, back to net control.
All right, Bob, no problem. No problem. We waited around for you. I do it all the time, so no worries. If you're so inclined, make a post on the Facebook page. Gets a lot of coverage there, just as a reminder. Break with KG5SQJ, and I am going to go ahead and go on to the next portion or two. What we have remaining is the ham radio section and the announcements, but I'm going to go ahead and throw something out in between. Since Belton was last week, and I'm sure there was a fantastic showing and a lot of people went, I'm just going to pose a question to the group just to let us have some airtime and let us share some things. Please come with your call sign, please, so we can direct it through net control. But if you'd like to share what your best find or what find you bought or what you bought at Belton that you're most excited about, please come with your call.
KB5WB.
Whiskey Baker, go ahead. What'd you get there? Tell us a story. This is the time for you to brag.
Well, I went for many reasons, of course, but one of the many reasons I went was to buy a 2-meter amplifier for sideband. And at first, I got there about 8:30, couldn't find any. Then I found one. Then I found 2, then I found 3. Bob, W5FKN, helped me find one. And anyway, I bought 3. I bought every one I could find, let's put it like that. One of them, the prize of the group was a Mirage 200, a reasonably new one. And I was so tickled to get it for a measly $350 when they're new. They're $600 now. I bought it from a friend of mine that I know well and trust well, and it worked about 15 minutes, and a big cloud of smoke come out of it, and it would quit. And I know absolutely, I'm going to say this emphatically, that he was not any aware of that problem with the amplifier. It had been working for him fine for a long time. But anyway, it belched out a cloud of smoke, and that was the end of it. I ordered 2 new transistors from RF Parts that night. They got here yesterday. I put them in yesterday, and it is working great. So I'm still happy. The other one I bought was a Tokyo High Power 160. Very questionable. It works great. No problems at all. Old as dirt. Had enough dirt on it to grow an entire farm of corn. And then I bought a VJ. I don't know if any of y'all remember Victor Juliet amplifiers out of Pasadena, Texas. They were big and 11-meter amplifiers. I bought a VJ 110. It works pretty good. It has a little quirk to it on FM, of all things. It works pretty good on sideband. On FM, I gave $60 for it. Go back to how much I paid for the Tokyo High Power is a bill $40, I think. But anyway, back to the VJ. Yeah, some of y'all may remember VJ out of Pasadena, Texas. They were big into 11-meter amplifiers. But anyway, they built a couple of 2-meter amplifiers. It actually works pretty good on sideband. On FM, it has a strange thing I've never seen before. When you modulate on FM, it backwards. So it dead keys 110 watts. And when you talk on FM, it backs up to 60. I've never seen that before, ever in my life. But on sideband, it works just fine. Puts out 110 watts. So anyway, there you go. That's my Belton finds, amongst others. I spent about I ain't going to say, but I spent a lot of money down there. I bought some stuff for the North Central Texas connection, too. KB5WB, back to net control.
All right, KB5 Whiskey Baker. Now everybody knows that went down there to buy an amplifier, knows where to get one. Yeah, David bought all of them, so that's great. Good stuff. All right, KF5 ESP net control for the Simplex net of North Texas. I'm posing a question. If anybody would like to share, come with your call sign. Tell us what you may have found at Belton that you're proud of.
November, Charlie, 5, Papa, Doug in Dallas.
Boy, there's somebody a little low on me. Can I get a relay?
Yeah, relay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, November, Charlie 5, Papa, KJ5MA for net control. Tell us who you are and where you are, over.
This is NC5P. Name is Doug, Delta Oscar Uniform Golf, and I'm in Dallas near Mountain View College. And I'm running 50 watts into a Comet 333, which is just located just a little above my rooftop. And I've checked in this net before, but not in a while. And not copying net control very well, barely. Sometimes the guy that was doing the net control earlier, I was copying him pretty good. So I'm copying you just great. You know, you're coming in just fine. This is NC5P.
All right, Doug. Well, very good. Well, thanks for joining us tonight there from the Mountain View College area of Dallas. And your 50 watts and your GP 333 are doing the job. I am getting some multipath with you, but a little fade here and there, but am copying you over here in Eastern Parker County. So thanks for joining us tonight. Mike, November Charlie 5 pop-up checking in there. Back to you, Mike, KJ5MA.
Okay, thank you, Mac. Yeah, I haven't heard Doug in a while, so thanks for picking him up. Maybe as we cool off, propagation will get better, and once we get later into the fall, the football games will end, and we'll have a wide open net here. So all clear with KJ5MA, and thanks to Doug for checking in. Last call for anybody that would like to come in and share a story about Belton or brag about what they found. All right, what do they say? Discretion is the better part of valor. Anyway, I thought I'd throw that out there, so I know a lot of folks went and had a good time. All right, we're going to move on to the next section, which is the ham radio section. So if anybody has any questions for the entire group about something they're looking to purchase, or a question about anything, hooking something up, why something doesn't work, how to program something, got something to buy or sell, it's all acceptable. Anybody?
TXL.
N5 TXL, go ahead.
Hey, thanks. Anybody that's listening, especially those folks around Weatherford and Netta, the local neighborhood here in Parker County, if you have some spare time on Sunday or Monday, I'm looking to see if I can't borrow a HF antenna, analyzer, meter, whatever you want to call it. Basically needing to check a couple antennas, make sure I'm not crazy. Other than that, that's all I got. If you have something you might be able to help out, you can feel free to reach out to me, n5txl@arrl.net. Thanks, N5TXL, back to net.
Okay, Jason, N5TXL is looking for somebody to come help him out with using an analyzer, checking the impedance on his antennas, or if someone's got one to borrow. Either way, reach out to him, N5TXL, at arrl.net. All right. Anybody else have anything for the ham radio section? KA5AMU. Go ahead, Robert. Okay, and that's the 271A. When you say low power, what is that, a 25, 30 watt or something like that? Okay, all right. If you want to put it on the Facebook page, or would you like to throw out a price, or you just want someone to give you contact you and work it out directly? Okay. How would somebody get a hold of you? You want to put out your phone number, or tell us how to get a hold of you? Okay, fire away. Okay, Bubba417 at embarqmail.com. Okay, all right. So Robert in KG5, I'm sorry, I don't want to say golf. It's Kilo Alpha 5, KA5 AMU. Robert in Palapena County has an old boat anchor, kind of like what I'm running, but it's a 25 watt rig, pretty cool, with a desk mic. I think it's an IC271 Alpha. Just give him a call if you're interested. You can reach him at the following email address: Bubba, B-U-B-B-A 417, Bubba417 at B as in boy, Alpha Romeo Quebec mail.com. Bubba417 at embarqmail.com. All right, thanks for that, Robert. Anybody else for the ham radio section? If you have a question, need something, want to sell something, looking for something, can't figure something out, need to know how to program. Anybody? Time. We'll go to the last but not least. We're going to go to the announcement section. Remember, we also have the Facebook page, North Central Texas Simplex Net. and you can go on there and post anything that you like as far as what's going on. But North Central Texas Simplex Net. But anybody that would like to broadcast here, I should say transmit, not broadcast, an announcement for the group, please come with your call.
KC5SLQ.
KC5SLQ, go ahead.
Yeah, we got tech class tomorrow morning, but don't forget Springtown Hamfest, October 23. You can come inside, sell your stuff on a table, $5, or you can wait outside. It's only $1 to get in. We've got some door prizes and a Yaesu handy-talkie and ICOM dual band mobile rig as our final noon grand prize, and maybe even a lecture or two while we're there. So think about what you want to sell, bring it on out. Go to Parker County website or the Tri-County Club website. You'll see some flyers there. SLQ, back to net.
Okay. October 23rd, Parker County Hamfest up in Springtown. Look up the Parker County Amateur Radio Club, and you'll have the details there. All right, KF5 VSP, net control for the North Central Texas 2-meter simplex net. We are in the announcement section. If you have one, come with your call.
TXL.
TXL, go ahead.
All right, this one's quick and easy. Tomorrow, there is a brand new weekly Parks on the Air net being held on Brandmeister Talk Group 3181 at 7:30 p.m. local time. If you don't have a DMR radio, don't worry. You can download an Android app or a Windows app. Android is DroidStar, Windows is DudeStar. And join us for some POTA fun. That's it. M5TXL, back to net.
Okay, Jason, that sounds pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. Post it on the page so everybody can get a better look at it and remember. All right, this is the announcement section for the North Central Texas 2-meter simplex. I'll throw one out there. It's a little bit of a conflict, but anyway, Sargent Auction Service, S-A-R-G-E-N-T, Sargent Auction Service in Granbury is going to have a online auction, and it is a huge amount of ham radio gear and equipment that will be available. If you just go to Sargent Auction Service online, you can click a link there. It'll take you to iCollector if you'd like to look at what is for sale in the auction. That starts 10:23 and ends on 10:30. But on 10:23, he is going to have a preview, which means he'll have the auction building open so that you can peruse and take a look at what will be on the auction block. And on top of that, he is going to allow anybody that would like to, at no charge, to tailgate and bring any gear that they may have for sale. So that is the 23rd. I'll get some times. About 7 o'clock in the morning is when he wanted to start. I don't know when he'll want to shut it down, but that is at 608 Cleveland Road in Granbury. 608 Cleveland Road. I'll put something on the page. But that's October 23rd. Sargent Auction Service will allow you to tailgate and bring your wares in the parking lot, and you can look at what's for sale in the auction. That will be a week-long online auction. There is a lot of great stuff. I've seen some of it, and I'm going to go look again this week. So if anybody has any questions, they can send me an email, but I will put that out on the Facebook page. All right, KF5 VSP, this is the announcement section for the North Central Texas 2-meter simplex net. Last call, anyone? KA5 AMU, go ahead, Robert. I don't know that he did, but you are going to be testing on the 23rd at the Parker County Hamfest in Springtown, correct? Okay, well, consider it announced. So if y'all didn't catch it or I missed it, AMU out in Palo Pinto County was reminding everyone that if you attend the Parker County Hamfest on October 23rd and you would like to get your license or upgrade. They are doing testing that day, so tell all your friends and poke them in the ribs. You can do that on the 23rd. Anybody else for announcements? Okay, I'll do last call for anyone, anywhere that would like to check in to the North Central Texas 2-meter Simplex net. I think that's KA6GME, is that you? I lost you there. Can anybody copy? I think that's KA6GME, David. Did anybody get a better copy?
Yeah, it is. David, you're stronger here to me tonight, KJ5MA. What's going on? Okay, Mike, he just wanted to recheck and see if you could copy him.
Well, I actually heard him better earlier, and as the night's gone along, he's getting a little weaker to me.
All right, very good. I'll turn it back to you, Mike, KJ5MA.
Okay, all right, David. You're getting a little light here to net control, but I did get a relay in. But I appreciate you stopping in out of Bosque County. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and close tonight's net. I appreciate everybody's participation, and Mac for taking the opening kickoff. And tell everybody you know every Friday night right here at 8 o'clock. I know there's a lot going on. The weather's good, but hang in there with us, and it's going to get better, and we're going to have a lot of fun. But we had a good one tonight. Appreciate y'all. Have a great tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. KF5, Victor, Sierra Papa, will be clear.
Thanks a lot for the net tonight, fellas. Y'all both did a great job. N5TX.